The Higher Education Students Financing Bill was tabled by government 3 weeks back and immediately sent by Speaker Rebecca Kadaga to the Education Committee of Parliament for consideration, with a directive that it should be brought back to the House within 40 days for debate. Members of the committee, however, say this is far-fetched, saying the bill has no many unchecked lacunas.
Normally, the 4,000 students that are supported by government, retakers, you pay your own. So I even don't know why you're encouraging failures.
But it is up to also the bill to be clear whether it's the students to pay for the retake or it is the loan to take care of these retakes.
According to the bill, a loan for a student shall cover tuition fees, functional fees, and research fees, which are required for the course or program of study. It may also include specified amounts in respect of accommodation or meals where the board determines that the funds are sufficient to provide for those items. The Federation of Uganda Employers, however, says the bill was hurriedly drafted and will require at least 2 more months for correction.
There is a danger in trying to treat this as an emergency, because this is a loan scheme and you have already known past problems with other loans that the government has tried to run. It requires the beneficiary or the one who has taken the loan to notify the board. But the same does not require him to notify the employer.
Opio wonders why the bill is being hurried, yet it lacks basic grounds under which government will get back its money from the students, how it will know whether the student has got a job, plus what to do in case one gets a job but fails to acquire an appointment later, as this is the proof that a student is working. The loan scheme, which has successfully worked in the US and other countries, also lacks grounds under which a student who gets a loan does not leave the country after studies.
There's a situation where somebody may not be able to repay this loan. For instance, the person dies, or they become permanently incapacitated that they're no longer able to work. What do you do with that person? At what point do you say that this is a bad debt, we should just cancel it off? So those are some of the things we are looking at.
The other challenge to this bill is that currently the country has no minimum wage, and yet the loan repayment stands at 30% of the amount the student gets, meaning if the first job pays me 200,000, I'll be forking out the same amount with the person who is being paid a better amount. Now, there are so many unanswered questions in this bill. For example, if I get the loan and I don't complete my studies, what happens? Next, if I get the loan, study, and leave the country, how will they follow me up? But also, if I fail to get a job, how do I pay back that money? Those are so many questions being answered, and apparently there seems not to be any answers. Mkitari Moses, Television, Ugandan Parliament.